Well, how exciting is this? I am sitting here with one of the finest bands to come out of the city of Winnipeg. Two of the members from Sweet Alibi, Michelle and Jess. We are just minutes away, guys, from seeing Bodacious open up our Goldeyes broadcast, a beautiful musical montage. I think this song really stands out from your latest album, Walking in the Dark. There's so much anticipation in the song. It builds and builds and builds. Jess, tell us about the song and maybe the meaning behind it.
Well, it's actually about a bull.
A bull?
Named Bodacious,
there you
who I discovered him on YouTube a couple years back, and I just thought it was really neat because he had a really successful career. He had, I think there was about 8 out of 127 riders that were able to actually stay on for longer than 8 seconds. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was kind of famous, and so I just watching his videos, like, you kind of can barely watch them because he is like deadly, literally. Like, he has this thing where when he bucks forward, the riders will fall forward, but then he lifts his head up. So a lot of people got really injured riding him, and there's one guy that actually wore a hockey mask in the ring, thinking he would be safe from the wrath of Bodacious the bull, but he still broke 2 bones in his face. So. We figured he deserved his own song, so that's where the story behind that one is.
And knowing the story now, I think the sound of the song actually really makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously. Speaking of sound, Michelle, you play the banjo, obviously a very distinct twang. When you guys write new music and approach a new album, is that something conscious that you're thinking about, like the sound itself, or do you guys just experiment? Like, what's kind of the process there?
It's funny because I learned the banjo after I learned guitar, so it really opened up a lot of, like you said, new sounds and new techniques, and yeah, it made it a lot more free for me to write different things that I wouldn't write on the guitar. But I am trying to write more stuff on the guitar these days, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys off camera, I'm from Toronto, moved here about a year and a half ago. You guys were one of the first Winnipeg bands that I heard, and just completely fell in love with your music. The first time I saw you was last November for your CD release party at the West End Cultural Center for Walking in the Dark. And there was a really nice moment that I had. I'm gonna fangirl a little bit here, don't mind me, but your song, One Chance, off the latest album, there's a bit of kind of like a jam session to that halfway through the song, right? And all of you were like just smiling at each other, you completely lit up, the theater was packed. It was just like this moment, and I have to believe that, especially when you're performing in your hometown, is that your happy place?
Absolutely. And I think too, like, when you have, like, each song has their own meaning behind it, and that one is really important. Like, Amber's mom actually passed away about 2 years ago.
That's right.
And that's sort of where that song came from, was just her advice that she had, you know, given Amber, of just making the best of your time here and doing the best you can. And so that CD release was a really meaningful night for all of us, and I think just being in that song and be able to feel that energy, yeah, there was no mistaking it, right? There was definitely her mom's sort of spirit there with us, so it was really special.
Well, Michelle, Jess, thank you so much for this.